All right, listen up. We're talking about AI consulting. But forget all the nerdy tech bullshit. We're diving into the frameworks that let the big dogs charge insane money to solve massive problems. Pay attention, because we're going to show you how they do it.
So let me ask you something. Why the hell does some suit from Deloitte or PwC get to bank over 300 grand a year talking about AI? You think it's because there's some coding genius? You think they're building Skynet in their basement? Wrong. You're dead wrong.
Because here's the big, dirty secret they don't want you to know. It's not about the AI. In fact, for the people who actually make money in this game, the technology is the least important part of the whole damn conversation. Their value, the thing that's actually worth a goddamn fortune, is something completely different.
So in this explainer, we're going to separate the tool-building nerds from the real strategists. We're going to start by kicking your old mindset to the curb. Then we'll find the real problem, speak the language of money, think like a damn general, and then we'll wrap it all up in a playbook you can steal for yourself. Let's go. First things first, you have to get this mindset shift. This is about completely rewiring your brain to stop talking about tech and start acting like a partner who actually gives a shit about the business. Look, it all comes down to two simple truths. First, AI consulting is 99% just good old-fashioned consulting. The AI is a tool, a powerful one, sure, but it's not some magic wand. And second, and this is the whole goddamn point, consulting isn't black magic. It's the science of getting shit done. It's about how you think. The best consultants are just the best thinkers, period. So, if it's all about thinking, how the hell do you start? You start with a weapon called the driver tree. This is how you dig past the stupid shit a client says they want to find what they actually need.
So picture this. A client comes to you and says, my ads aren't working. Now, a rookie, an absolute chump, hears that and immediately starts pitching ways to fix their ads. A pro knows this is just a symptom. Taking this at face value is the fastest way to solve the wrong problem and look like a total idiot.
So instead of pitching dumb solutions, you whip out the driver tree. Here's how it works. It's simple as hell. You define a crazy specific goal. Not grow, but double our revenue in 1 year. Then you find the few things that actually drive that goal, like, say, getting more customers. And then you just keep drilling down, asking how over and over again until you find the real levers to pull. And this case study is fucking perfect. This consultant, Arir, had a client screaming for more sales leads. But he used a driver tree and found their real goal was to make more money without hiring more people. And the bottleneck? It wasn't the number of leads, it was the quality. His sales reps were wasting hours digging for info. So the solution wasn't more leads, it was an AI system that instantly gave reps a full damn dossier on every single person. Genius! Okay, so you found the real problem. Fucking fantastic. Now, don't screw it up. You have to frame your solution in the only language the suits upstairs understand, the language of value. This is all about business acumen. Let's get back to basics. Kindergarten level shit. Profit equals revenue minus costs. I know, it sounds dumb, but don't you dare forget it. Every single thing you pitch, every AI tool, every idea has to clearly do one of two things: make them more money or help them spend less. That's it. End of story. Next up, growth. A business only grows in 3 ways. Get new customers, that's acquisition, keep the ones you have, retention, or sell more crap to your current customers, expansion. Any idiot can chase new customers. A real consultant knows their client's business is a leaky bucket, and the real money is in plugging the holes with retention. And here's the 300 IQ move most people miss. The total value of a company is basically its cash flow divided by its risk. So listen closely. You can make a company worth more not just by making it rain cash, but by decreasing its risk. And look at this, it's so obvious. 2 companies, same revenue. Company A has big, stable clients locked into 2-year contracts. That's low risk. It's a goddamn fortress. Company B is living month to month on small deals. That's high risk. That's a house of cards. Company A is worth way more. So if your AI solution can lock in revenue, you're not just saving a few bucks, you're literally making the entire company more valuable. Okay, so you've found the right problem, and you can talk about it without sounding like an idiot. But how do you get the client to actually listen and give you their money? That's when you got to start thinking like a strategist. Let's talk communication and the FAST model. Look, if you want clients to buy your brilliant ideas, you use the pyramid principle. It's so simple, it's stupid. State your conclusion first.
Tell them the answer right up front. Then and only then you can bore them with all the reasons why. Do not bury the lead. Now, for a tool that'll make you a thinking machine, the FAST model. 4 steps. F is for first principles. That means you question everything. A client says, we need to automate invoicing. You don't just nod along. You strip that down to its raw, naked core. I want to get paid faster. That's the real problem. You build from there.
Next, A is for action-oriented. Forget 3-month plans. What's the smallest, fastest thing you can do in the next 24 hours to see if this works? Instead of some bullshit research project, you run a 1-week trial, biased toward doing, not talking. S is for second-order thinking. This is where you play chess while everyone else is playing checkers. You ask, and then what? So your new chatbot handles 80% of tickets. Great, but what happens to the really hard 20%? Who deals with that mess? You have to think past your own success.
And finally, T is for triangulation. You do this last. After you've done your own hard thinking, then you go see what other people have done. It stops their dumb ideas from polluting yours. It's like doing your homework before you cheat and look at the answers. And here's fast in action. Maxie, this consultant, gets asked to build a custom AI model for doctors. Ridiculous. Using first principles, he figures out all they really need is accurate transcription. For action, he runs a test with an existing tool in 1 hour. With second-order thinking, he sees the HIPAA compliance nightmare coming. And with triangulation, he finds an off-the-shelf tool that's already secure and does everything they need, saving them a buttload of cash. What a legend. So the real magic here isn't knowing these frameworks by themselves. It's seeing how they all lock together into a playbook you can run over and over again to solve pretty much any goddamn business problem. Let's run the whole play. You use driver trees to find the real problem. You use business acumen to make sure you're pulling levers that actually make money. You use communication principles to get the suits to say yes to your brilliant plan. And you use the FAST model to make sure your solution isn't just a lucky guess. Which brings us to the final question, the one you need to ask yourself right now. Are you a technician? Someone who just does tasks and competes on being the cheapest? Or are you a strategist? Someone who uses these frameworks to solve real fundamental problems and competes on pure, unadulterated value? Now, which one do you think a robot's going to replace first? The choice is yours. Don't screw it up.